All right, shout out to the Portuguese team yesterday for making history and adding another trophy to their cabinet, to their shelf. Yes, it was a fierce competition, but the Portuguese national team showed dexterity, they showed competence, they showed class, they showed that age is just but a number. I saw Ronaldo, putting smiles on the faces of his teammates, putting smiles on the faces of his fans. And of course, it was a fierce competition, like I said, but then history was made yesterday, and the Portuguese national team showed that yes, they have the class, they have what it takes, of course, to win a fierce competition. One thing that stood out for me in yesterday's game was that when Yamal wanted to dribble Neto held him and of course considered that foul. Omo, come see young boys. Now young boys won't go to dribble their papa age mate. Funny yesterday. The game was a very funny game. It was interesting. A whole lot of things to pick out from that game yesterday. The Portuguese team, even with their age, they still showed that yes, they have the quality, they have the class, they have the experience. And of course, the Spanish teams, of course, they have the young boys. They're paraded all over the team, but lacked some bit of experience. You could see that Pedri had a whole lot of chances but couldn't convert his chances to meaningful goals, And of course, that's where you need to begin to talk about experience. Yes, experience matters a whole lot of. Yes, you have young boys that you paraded and they have the energy, they can run around the pitch, they can, do a whole lot of things for you. But then you are talking about experience. You can't roll out the place of experience. I've been talking about experience in football. That is what the Portuguese national team showed yesterday, and that was what they displayed yesterday. Yes, the Spanish team has all the energy, they can run from pillar to post and all of that. They can dribble wherever they want to dribble, but where is the experience? That was what the Portuguese team showed yesterday. There was dexterity, there was resilience. They stood their grounds and held their grounds and said, no, no, with these boys, we can't disgrace. So as in the long run, in the whole thing, of course, the entire thing, they showed that yes, we are aiming for the trophy. We can do it. And of course, it proved and it paved way for them, and they went home with the trophy. So shout out to the Portuguese national team. Congratulations once again for making history, for proving to the whole world that experience matters in the game of football. All right, for more exciting and more informative engagement on sports and football as a whole, you can follow us on Facebook at Edibaba TV. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channels at Edibaba TV for more engaging and exciting experience when it comes to the game of football. Thank you.